Hi everybody, it's Steve on the Guru Brew. Well, last night we had a bit of a cold snap here in the northern part of the U.S. and it went to minus 10 degrees Fahrenheit, so I thought it would be a great day to do a review on a tool to help you out if your car battery fails. You can see my thermometer right here is registering at -2, and with the wind chill it's way colder than that. Anyway, the tool is a battery kickstarter, if you will, and it also has an air compressor on it and a light and some other features. So I thought that I would go ahead and take you inside and show you this battery booster so you can get your car started and get yourself out of trouble. So hang out for that. Alright, well, here's the unit I was telling you about. This is the Stanley Fat Max 450 amp instant starter, and it also has a power center and air compressor on board, as well as just a little work light. It's a very compact package. I was surprised at how much this thing weighs. It's heavier than it looks. It comes in about 17 or 18 pounds, so that's pretty significant. It runs around $65, and I'll leave a link to it in the description below for an Amazon. Okay, so let's look at some of these features. The reason why I purchased this is mainly for the fact that, you know, if your battery goes dead, you can charge your battery and start your car immediately with this thing. Or aluminum rims on tires leak quite often, and it's nice to have a little tire air compressor with you when you're out and about. So anyway, let's go ahead and look at some of these features. This first one is a 12-volt cigarette style adapter plug here in the front, and you can plug in, you know, an accessory to that, like a spotlight or something like that would fit right in there. It also has a USB connection down here. Let's go ahead and plug in this cell phone here, and I'll show you how that works. It's just a USB plug here, and then there's a switch here that turns it on, and it has an indicator light so you know that it's on, so you don't leave it on. So that's a pretty nice feature. It also has a little work light that helps you to, you know, see your tire or whatever you're working on here. It's just two small LEDs. It's not real super bright, but it does the job. And then up here is the compressor switch, and I'll turn it on. It's kind of loud. It's actually really loud. Let me turn that on. And that, you know, gets the compressor going. Down here is a battery monitor switch, and you can see that I have full power right now. I just charged it, so that's what that's all about. And then this under here is the switch that turns on the actual jumper cables. So once you get it all hooked up, you click this switch over, and that's what allows the power to go through the cables. I'll show you those in a minute. Up here is how you actually charge the unit. And I was a little surprised to see that this did not have a cord that actually came out of this thing. You actually bring your extension cord down on this male plug, and it's a 2-prong, and it works pretty good, and it automatically shuts off when the battery's full, so that's a plus too. As you can see here on the rating, it's rated for 900 peak amps to get your car started, and you can use it at 450 amp for a charge. It has a nice little handle on the top, but the problem with the handle, I've noticed, is it doesn't really balance the unit. You see how it's kind of front heavy. That's kind of odd that they would have made it like that. I would expect that they would have, you know, made the center of gravity right in the center. So it does pull down on the front, but the handle is still quite useful. On the side it has these wire wrap cable management built into the side, and you know, you can unwind these. You got maybe an 18-inch, maybe a 2-foot reach on the actual clamps, and then they clamp here on the front, which is pretty convenient to keep them out of the way. This is the actual tire air compressor hose here, and again that's about 18 inches, and it comes with one of these quick clamp type setups. And this also came with a small bag of accessories, like a little needle valve that you could use to blow up, you know, like footballs and that sort of thing. And then it had also like a raft or an airbed type adapter on it. The compressor itself is rated for 120 pounds maximum. You can see that it has a gauge here that you can monitor once this is hooked up to your tire or whatever you're blowing up at the time. The clamps are actually pretty nice quality, very clean. It has a pretty large diameter wire on it for that 900 peak amps. And it also has a reverse polarity protection thing built into this. It's right here. If this red light turns on after you connect the positive and negative up to your battery, and then this comes on, that means that you've got them switched around. It gives you a warning that you're wrong, you know, and then you flip this down and turn this on when you're all ready to go, and that'll go ahead and put power to the battery so you can go ahead and start your vehicle. This will work on any 12-volt battery, like a lawnmower or golf cart or whatever that you're, you know, any kind of vehicle battery like that, a boat, trolling motor, that sort of thing. So in all, it's a very nice little compact unit. It did not say in the documentation that I got what the battery is inside it. I'm assuming it's a sealed lead acid 12-volt battery, probably around an 18 amp hour, you know, maintenance free type thing. We'll go ahead and take the bottom off this and see what's to see in here. Let me go and get some tools, and we'll take a peek at that. There's a ton of screws in this thing, and I don't know, there's probably about 20 screws, and there's also 2 screws in each of these cable management handles, so make sure that you get all those. I also thought it was worth noting on this cover, they give the specifications for those 2 up front jacks for the DC output, such as the USB. It says 5 volts DC at 500 milliamp, okay? And then it describes the cigarette adapter as 12 volt 450 amp instant. And they also mention that if you're going to use the air compressor, you should use it in 10-minute intervals so it doesn't overheat. So I just thought I'd mention that. It's here on the bottom. Okay, well, we're inside this thing. There was a ton of screws. So I was correct on the battery. This is a sealed lead acid battery. It's a 12 volt 17 amp hour. Pretty good sized battery, really. That's mostly what's inside. This is all battery. Up here you can see the mechanism and the motor for the air compressor. It's geared. And behind that is the control panel for the DC jacks. So that's about all there is to it, really. So if you need to take yours apart to replace this battery, you're going to have to take out all these screws, every one of them. Again, including these little ones in the handle. Alright, well, that's about all there is to see in there. So there's my short little demonstration on the Stanley Fat Max 450 amp instant starting power unit with all the accessories and the air compressor. They also make this in a larger and smaller size. I've seen the 400 amp as well as the 500 amp at Amazon as well. Like I said before, I'll put a link in the description, so if you're interested in reading more or purchasing, you can go directly to that. So I wanted to thank you for watching, and if anything is new about this unit after I get using it a little bit more, I'll report back on that at a later date. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now. Hey guys, this is Steve. Thanks for watching. Hey, don't forget to subscribe if you like this video, and be sure to rate and comment. See ya.